Richard Rouse.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Now, it's been open for a couple of weeks in the United States. It's opening in Canada now this week. Canadians tend to be, a little kinder and gentler kind of people. How do you think they'll react to this film?
I think Canadians are going to be more disposed to like it, not because they're kinder and gentler, but because they're not so uptight about drinking and sex as Americans are. I don't think it's Canadians in general. I think it's just media in America that's very uptight about that stuff. But I got a ton of Canadian fans. I have so much email from Canada all the time. And so I think it should do pretty well here.
Right. Well, fingers are crossed, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, in the film, it's a pretty, I guess, warts and all kind of look at your life. It's a representation of the book, an adaptation of the book. What do your parents and grandparents think about it all?
Well, I'm a best-selling author that invented a literary genre. I think they'd be pretty proud.
Right. I'm thinking of the content of the book. Did they ever once say, can you use different language? Can you know what I mean?
No, you can't write what I write using different language.
Right.
That's the whole point, is that it has to be raw and honest and authentic. I don't know any parents who would be proud of their kids being liars.
Right. Now, you write a great deal about your friends. Do you ever talk to them before you write stuff about them?
No, not really, because I just write stuff that happens. It's not like I'm telling about their deep secrets in their lives. And of course I use nicknames, so like everyone has plausible deniability.
Right, and I guess in the last few years anyway, they know that if they're out hanging out with you, that they're probably going to end up being written about.
Yeah, they don't care. It's like you use a nickname. It doesn't. It could be anybody. I know who it is. They know who it is, but no one else, unless you know us as people, have any idea who's who.
Right. Now, you get hit with the charge of objectifying women in your books. Dispute it for me.
Come on, dude. I get hit with the charge of objective. Sometimes I do objectify women.
Yeah.
And sometimes women objectify men. I don't understand. So, if a girl goes out, looking for dick and decides to fuck me, who's objectifying who?
Right. Right.
People objectify other people sometimes, and I am no different. Just on it, and I'm no different than anyone else in that regard.
Right, and you and you're maybe just more honest about it, more upfront about it.
Oh, I'm definitely more honest about it.
What's next?
I got let's see, the UK release is January,
right,
and then my next book is coming out sometime early next year. Assholes Finish First.
Right. Is it more about your life, or is it like a?
It's the same. It's the same as Beer and Hell, just new stories.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not gonna change what works until I need to.
Right. How did the book do in the UK?
It did okay. It didn't do as well as in America. I'm actually not sure. I think it did pretty decent.
Right.
But it didn't, it wasn't the massive breakout hit that it was in America. All the stuff I write, I never have any idea how it's going to play in any other country, because a lot of my comedy is very culturally contextual,
Right.
And so, it's like I love Darren Brown, who's huge in America, or in England. He was a complete bomb in America, his show was.
Right.
And so it's like sometimes you just never know. It's weird. My book is a huge hit in Thailand. I was on the bestseller list in Thailand, which is what? Why Thailand?
Yeah, why Thailand?
I don't know.
Maybe it's one of repressed cultures or something. Want to read a little bit more about the wild side of life or something? I
don't know. I couldn't. I think he did really well in Turkey too, which is I don't know, dude. I don't have any sort of. I can't figure it out.
Yeah. Well, now, will the film go to Thailand and Turkey, places like that as well? Or
we sold international rights to every territory, yeah. So, when it gets released and how it gets released, though, is up to those distributors.
Right. One last question. What was your gut reaction the first time you saw the film and were sort of, I guess, reliving some of the exploits from your life?
Well, it wasn't really the first time seeing it, because I was producer of the movie, so I was there every day, every scene, every shot.
It's different seeing it on a screen, though.
Editing, all that stuff. Yeah, it's weird when you create it. You don't look at it like your life. You look at it like a project, And so it's more about, like, is this scene blocked correctly? Are we is this cut right? Is this lighting right? It's not about, like, oh my God, this is my life on screen, That was more like what my friends felt like when they saw the movie.
Right.
To me, it was more about, is this movie right? Is it capturing the ideas and the concepts and the humor we want? The whole, like, sort of novelty and shock about it had worn off months ago.
Right.
Years ago, even, maybe.
Richard Prowse.